The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. On both sides, this game really matters as the postseason is approaching.
Well, at this point of the year, players are a little bit tired, but you've got to find a way to dig deeper and bring out your best with so much opportunity to be able to punch your ticket for October.
First pitch moments away, and starting this one, Chris Sale.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Ready to go now. Leading off, Freddie Freeman. Not quite yet. Fouled off. He was late. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The lefty fires. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing, and Freeman blasts one to right. And it's off the wall. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next for L.A., James Outman.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Line drive. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
You have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And a swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And a foul ball. So the Dodgers leave one. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Rojas tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
2 out, space is empty. Out to center, under it, and that is that. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now it's Mookie Betts. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's been a great free agent sign. And there's a ball. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Runner at first with no outs here. And now the lefty fouled off left side. At the belt and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Hit on the ground, might be two. Off balance speed, there's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Grounder might be two. Arcia goes to second. Safe there. The batter now will be Will Smith. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and singing, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. On its way to the corner, Acuna on the run. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's two away. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And fouled off.
Well, this isn't someone pitchers want to see right now. He's seeing the ball so well. He's squaring it up, and most importantly, he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Bounce to the left side. And foul ball.
Riley's one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball on his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Billy.
Matt Olson up to the plate. And that one fouled off. Olson, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone dude from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers, they work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate. Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact. Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Ripped on a line to center. And Albies is retired. And the inning is over. Braves strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Truist Park. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. And takes low for ball one.
1-0.
Swung on. Broken back grounder to third. Riley fires to first. One up, one down.
Good fastball in on the hands. Makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
And now the right fielder, James Outman.
With Chris Sale on the mound today for Atlanta, I was thinking a bit about his career and his expectations here with the Braves. I think the biggest change for him is the fact that he won't be required to carry the entire pitching staff. This team will be able to survive if he has one of those tough stretches.
Next pitch is downstairs.
You know, Boog, Sale carried the load in Chicago and Boston when he pitched for the White Sox and Red Sox, but this staff in Atlanta is on a different level. He's even joked that he could pitch horrible and people won't even notice because he's surrounded by so much talent.
Oh, and that liner got him. Fires to first on the run. Not in time, and he reaches safely. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Runner on at first with one gone. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Allen Big Daddy. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
And a pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nice grab on the run. 2 away.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way bad.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Sale delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One left for LA, still no score. Here in Atlanta, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Adam Duvall at the plate. And a pitch. In the air out towards right center. Outman under this one. And out number 1 on the grab. So here's Murphy now. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Throws to first in time. Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Michael Harris. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters.
That one missed. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. And we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Sale back to work. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Sale ready. And that one pulled foul. Back up that got him. On the run, sends it over to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Hernandez at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The wind and the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. On the ground to short, Arcia. Whips it across, and that quickly 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one the other way, and Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and we are still scoring. Bottom 4, here's the shortstop at the plate, Orlando Arcia. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Luke.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Way out front for strike 2. All tied up as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
That's a little bit low.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Outman brings it in, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th at the plate. Will Smith. Foul ball there.
You know, these Dodgers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
This one in the air. In position. Hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Muncy swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swings through that.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And there's 2 down.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Freeman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly halfway through this. And we're back. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. And that's in for a strike. Olson, who gets a chance to play his home games in Truist Park. It's a pretty neutral ballpark. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Goes down looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away. When you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And there's a foul ball. Ozuna, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 2 down.
Number 1, second baseman.
Here is Ozzy Albies up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
No, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
This to center field. Big Daddy settles underneath it. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back at Truist Park. Start of the 6th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, James Outman. And a big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Out to short, Arcia. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Number 23.
Allen Big Daddy now at the plate. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ozuna ranging after it. 2 down. And here is Shohei Ohtani, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Comes up empty.
Tonight his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Mookie to hit. Enters the day among the league leaders in batting average, but he'll need to get hot if he hopes to win the title. There's a swing and a drive. Harris ranges back, and that one is gone. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. And a good eye there. The Braves bullpen has some activity. A.J. Smith-Shawver getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer also getting ready. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base knock center field. And that's a double. Singy, he squared that one up in a big way. So let's take another look at it with StatCast. Deadhead assemble.
Just incredible power in this swing as it came off the bat at 117 miles per hour. He saw it all the way. Really good.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, A.J. Smith-Shawver.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
2 gone with runners at the corners. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. 3-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab. They get the out on Muncy, and that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 6th. And now it's going to be Adam Duvall. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeman settles underneath it. Balls it in, and there's 1 away.
The catcher, Sean.
Here's Sean Murphy. Grounded out his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And a ground ball to first. Freeman steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Next to hit, Michael Harris. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Glass now, ready and deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Righty to the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Get out of town. He'll circle the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 3-1.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Now this is in the air down the line, and that drops foul.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Got him swinging. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. Right-handed reliever. Back foot slider struck him out.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Snags it for the second out.
Number 23.
Allen Big Daddy digs in now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. Home run number 50 on the year. And they add a run, it's 4-1. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss as he was. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Out number 3. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. And the right-hander back to work. That's in for a strike.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Struck him out of the front door breaking ball.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Austin Riley, the next to hit. Riley, one of the elite home run hitters in the league this year. A little out front there as he swings through it.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
And here it comes. Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. High fly ball down the left field line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. And we're back at the top of the 8th. Now here is Mookie Betts. Smith-Shawver back to work. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Turns and fires to Betts. Bunt attempt popped up. Murphy takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
And a base hit into right center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
Arcia over to Albies. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's Marcelo Zuna.
No left field.
Evan Phillips comes out trying to close it out.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And that's a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one.
Hit hard, that gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And the right-hander deals.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Foul ball still 0-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away. Adam Duvall next up for the Braves.
Adam Duvall.
Right through there for a strike. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Now a fly ball to right center. Big Daddy sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. In there for strike 1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 1 left for Atlanta, and they trail it 4-1. We go to the 9th, and here's the catcher, Will Smith. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And it is gone. That was blasted to the moon. His 46th of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand right down the middle of the plate, and it's like
Dylan Lee takes over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Strike 2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, James Outman. That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Alan Big Daddy will hit next. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped right center field. And it's gone. Home run. Another homer. His 51st home run of the year. It's 9-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Joe Jimenez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now Shohei Ohtani. And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one down.
I got to say, Truist Park has a nice old school feel to it, especially with those great views of the skyline over the outfield walls. And they specifically designed the seating areas to get more fans as close to the field as possible.
Betts now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
It can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
In the air, out towards left center, sizes this one up. That's out number 2.
Now back.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Activity in the bullpen. Ronaldo Lopez getting loose out there. Matzik also throwing. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Kicks and deals. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. And a base hit right there. Runner holds it 3rd, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it. And now the catcher comes up to him, Will Smith. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. 1 run is in, and it's off the wall. Throw in holds that trail runner at 3rd base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Here comes Max Muncy. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He circles the bases. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 13-1. That's their 5th.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss at one above the zone. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Freeman headed for third. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Runner at third, 2 gone. James Outman getting ready to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
strike.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on, and it's 14-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now at the plate, Allen Big Daddy. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got
hard hit right side. And that is that. Bottom 9, here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. The 1-1. And that one fouled off.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Arcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Acuna at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. The Braves down to their final strike. Swung on, belted. That's back. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, he held them down for 2 solid innings, recording 6 outs in this game. Really nice job of executing his pitches, really just playing catch with the catcher, throwing whatever was put down, and letting the defense do some work behind it.
14-1 is how it ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
time as the